little topic I wanted to talk about while I'm driving to my girl's bank, pick up some money I transferred. So here in the Philippines, when you arrive in the country, you get 30 days, you get a 30-day visa on arrival. Now, driving, you can drive on your home country's license for the first 90 days that you're here. That's 3 months. So, after your 90 days, you want to go to the LTO and you want to do a transfer of your home country's license to a Philippines license, the equivalent. So if it's a car driver's license, it'll be a car driver's license here. If it's a motorcycle license, it'll also be a motorcycle license here. It's the equivalent. Now, you have to have more than 30 days on your visa to get this license. Now, people say, you know, get a fixer. I say don't get a fixer. If you're just doing a conversion, you don't need a fixer. And by not getting a fixer, you will save yourself over $200, around $300 you will save. So, your first visa, 30 days upon arrival, and then you need to renew your visa. Your first time your renewal, you can only do 1 month. So you're going to do a 1 month visa. And when that's about to run out, you can start doing 2 month visas from there on. Now, on that visa, you would suspect, so that'll put you over 90 days, that you can do the license conversion. Because now you just did 120 days on your license. On your visa. So you go to the LTO, at your 90 days, you got 30 days or less on your visa, he's going to turn you away. He's going to say, come back when you renew your visa. Not much you can do about that. You'll just come back after you renew your visa, and do it right after you renew your visa, the same week that you do it, and do your license conversion, and you're golden. Now, when it comes on to buying a vehicle here in the Philippines, it is very different from my home country, USA, where you get a traffic violation, you get a ticket. It goes on your license. It travels with you as the individual. Here in the Philippines, not the same. Here in the Philippines, if you get a traffic violation, it's attached to the bike. So you can always renew your license with unlimited traffic violations, it seems. But you cannot register any vehicle under your that has traffic violations unless you pay said traffic violations. Now here's where it is, where buying a used vehicle can be tricky. You, as a foreigner, you just come to the Philippines, and you did your license conversion, you got your Philippines license, you know, you might have been rented vehicles here and there, but now you want to buy a vehicle. If you buy a vehicle that's used, secondhand, they might give you fake paperwork. You don't know them. And there might be traffic violations, so when you go to register the bike, and you paid for this bike, yeah, you're stuck paying every single violation that's on that bike that's unpaid, or you're not registering your bike. And if you think you're going to drive around unregistered, get pulled over. They have checkpoints. And when you get pulled over and you don't have a registration on your bike, or a valid or current registration, they're going to confiscate your bike. You no longer have a bike. You ain't getting that back. So my recommendation, buy brand new. You buy secondhand, they could just like go on a computer, create some fake paperwork, and you think you bought a bike, and you didn't buy a bike. You paid for a bike that's going to get confiscated later on. There are shops that will sell used bikes, repo places, and a lot of times they don't have the paperwork for the bike, and they'll say, "Oh, we'll get you the paperwork." Yeah, well, not till you get the paperwork do you not give a penny. Because a lot of times what happens is always an excuse why they can't get the paperwork. Or it's always postponed until you give up. Buy new. Now back to the visa part. So you've done your first 30 days free. You've done the first 1 month visa renewal. Then you did a 2-month visa renewal. And then you have to do your next 2-month visa renewal so you can get your license conversion, because the office won't do it unless you have more than 30 days on your visa. Now, at that point when you're doing that visa, you're going to be paying extra money for your, what we call in the States a green card. They call it a, it's the immigration card that you're going to pay for. And that will be your most expensive visa update while you're here in the country. You're going to be looking at probably double than what you would be paying for a regular 2-month stay. So I just finished doing my 2-month stay. It was basically 4,000 pesos for a 2-month extension. And when you're doing your ACR card, that's your immigrant card, you're going to be paying another 4,000, maybe even up to 5,000 on that. and you'll be renewing that card once a year. Now, from what I understand, if you don't have a driver's license from your home country, I heard rumors that you can pay a fixer to get you a license, and that will cost you about $300 or so. I wouldn't risk it. Keep all your things legit. Keep yourself out of trouble. You're in a foreign country. The last thing you want to be doing is anything shady. Now, I was told by one LTO office. LTO is their version of motor vehicles in the States. It's where you do your licensing, scheduled driver's tests and whatnot. Now, if you have a vehicle driver's license, a four-wheel, I should say, and you've already done your conversion, but you don't have a driver's motorcycle license, and you want to drive a scooter and you want to get around, wait about, I forget if he told me 30 days or 60 days. You just go to a driving school, get a certificate, and you can go back to the LTO and get a motorcycle license. Now, one thing I do have noticed with visas is different islands kind of operate a little differently. Here in Lapu-Lapu, when I renew my visa, I go to the mall. There's one mall that has immigration services. And yeah, you fill out your paperwork right there, and you do the steps. They only do expedited, and you're in and out within like 15 minutes roughly, depending on how many people are there, of course. And more people, the longer it's going to take. The less people, the faster it's going to be. But I've never been in there longer than 15-20 minutes. Now, the other place I've done my visas was when I was living in the Dumaguete area. And over there, you go in there as soon as they open. Early in the morning, you're one of the first people there. You're waiting around for a good hour. There's a lot more people there, oddly enough. And I waited for over an hour. And you pay. If you don't have exact change, well, you'll get your change later. Because over there, you have a choice to do the regular or the expedited. If you do the regular, they're going to hold on to your passport, which is I don't like. And the regular, they're going to hold it for a week, and then they'll give you the visa in a week. The expedited, I would say this is 8 a.m. you do this, or went there, and they will give you your passport back after you paid and everything and confiscated your passport. They're going to give it back to you, say around 3 p.m. And they'll give you your change at that time too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm very uncomfortable with parting with my passport. It's one of the things that I like to keep guarded. My passport, my wallet, and my phone. Crazy traffic right now. It's the rush hour. Now a scooter like mine, which is fine and dandy, I got mine second-hand, but I bought mine off of a foreigner, another guy from the States, a retired nurse, male nurse, and I got a good deal on this. I paid 38,000 pesos. So, just over $600. Now, doing the paperwork for your visa is super easy. It's just one sheet. want a reason why you're in country. I mean, you don't have to give a crazy explanation. When you do your visa extension, make sure you know your current address that you're living at, the barangay that it's in. Make sure you know your current phone number, whether it's a Philippine phone, or if you're using an international plan. Bring your phone with you. Put it on silent. If you can't remember your phone number, you can look at your phone while you're filling out the paperwork. Those are just some of the tips.